This is Tereth from 2+2, and I'm making a tutorial video for our new program, TableNinjaFT, which brings some of the basic TableNinja features to full tilt players. This video is going to go through the basics of getting started with TableNinjaFT, and then I'll demonstrate playing with it briefly. The first time you run TableNinjaFT, you'll get this welcome screen, and you'll be taken directly to the Setup tab. This tab has a few things you need to set just to tell TableNinja about your system. It's important that you enter these things correctly or you may have problems. First, if you're using Windows Vista or Windows 7, you'll need to choose your Windows theme. I'm using an arrow theme, which you can tell by the glassy transparent Windows borders. If you have the option to use the arrow theme, I highly recommend it. It has some advanced technology that allows us to read the screen of background tables, which is needed if we're going to click time bank or interact with tables that are on the bottom of your stack if you're a stacker. It also will generally just make things run faster and smoother, so if you have the ability to run the arrow theme, I highly recommend it. Next, you'll need to choose your table layout. For this video, I'm going to tile my tables, so I'm going to choose the no overlap option because my tables will not be overlapping. And finally, you'll need to choose your full tilt poker table view. My tables have the classic view. Once we've got these things set up, we're ready to start assigning some hotkeys. So I'm going to go to the Action Hotkeys tab, and I'm going to assign hotkeys to check, fold, call, and bet raise. The TableNinjaFT interface for assigning hotkeys is very simple. You just click in the box and hit whatever button you want to assign a hotkey to. So I'm going to assign these to A, S, D, and F, and I'm going to use my right mouse button to check fold with the Advanced Action checkbox. Now that we've set up some hotkeys, we need to go to the Table Control tab and tell TableNinjaFT what tables to send those hotkey actions to. TableNinjaFT will frame your tables with custom color frames that give you information about that table. The red frame signifies the target table. That's the table that your hotkey actions will be sent to. I'm going to use the table under mouse table control mode. This means that the target table will always be whichever table my cursor is over. This is a great simple table control mode for new users to get used to the program. I'm also going to assign some cycling hotkeys. I'm going to use the cycle to first in line hotkey, which will instantly jump me to the next table awaiting action. And I'm going to use the cycle forwards and backwards hotkeys. This will let me loop through my tables. The next step is to set up the pot betting tab. I'm going to start by setting up the default bets. The default bets are amounts that TableNinjaFT enters into the bet box automatically the second it becomes your turn. I specify that TableNinja should enter 100% of the pot into the bet box the second it becomes my turn pre-flop, 80% when it's my turn on the flop, and so on. These are really useful bets because it allows you to have default amounts that are put into the bet box automatically by TableNinja, and then when you want to decide how much you actually want to bet, usually you just need to adjust it by a small amount. I'm also going to enable the round all pot bets to one small blind option. This way, when I'm betting percentages of the pot, I'll never end up betting wacky amounts like 32 cents. The final feature I want to show you guys is on the General tab. I'm going to start with the Disable Hotkeys toggle. This is a really useful hotkey that will turn all the other hotkeys off. This is great if you want to take notes or type in IM or send email without having to worry about hitting hotkeys accidentally. I also want to show you the time bank options. TableNinja has three features that interact with the time banks. Because of the way the full tilt software works, TableNinja cannot just click the time banks for you at any time. This would interrupt with your play. However, TableNinja will automatically click time bank anytime you switch tables or anytime you use the time bank hotkey, which I assign down here, or anytime you use a cycling hotkey. I've also set TableNinja to ding at me if a time bank's been around for more than 5 seconds and has not yet been clicked. The way this works when you're actually playing is that most of the time TableNinja will click the time bank for you automatically. If you're in a situation where TableNinja cannot do that without interrupting your play, after 5 seconds it'll ding and warn you. Then you just need to hit the click time banks hotkey once. It'll click all the time banks at all your tables instantly, and then you just resume your normal play. One important note to make is that if you're using Windows XP or if you're using a non-arrow theme in Windows Vista or Windows 7, TableNinja cannot click the time banks on your background tables. It'll only click them on tables that are visible. If you're using an arrow theme in Windows Vista or Windows 7, TableNinja will click time banks on all your tables, even if they're at the bottom of your stack or covered by other windows. Now that we've got everything all set up, I thought I'd show you Table Ninja in action briefly. One of the first things we can note is that the default bet was put in here automatically. The second it became my turn, Table Ninja put 100% of the pot, which is 7 cents at this limit, into the box. And I'm going to bet using my hotkey D. You can also note that Table Ninja automatically clicked the time bank for me. And it is now dinging at me because I have a time bank active over here. So we'll bet using D. As you can see, as soon as I moused over to this table, that time bank was activated. And I'm going to check using my hotkey A. You can see the hotkeys flicker red when I use them. So I'm going to use the A to fold again here. You can also use the cycling hotkeys a bit here. I can cycle around my tables using the F1 and F2 keys. And I can jump right to the table with Ace 5 here where I need to act by hitting my cycle to first in line hotkey. It jumps my mouse right to that table, and the default bet's been put in. It's bet 100% of the pot because it's pre-flop. So that's my default bet here. And as you can see again, when I jump to the table, 100% of the pot's put in. 30 cents is the pot amount here. So hopefully this video was helpful and will make it really easy for all our new users to get started using Table Ninja. If you have any feedback on the video, I'd love to hear it. You can either post on our 2+2 thread or email me at support@alxsoftware.com. Thanks for watching.